Good morning, my dear students. I welcome you to online English classes. In previous class, we had started a new chapter from your supplementary reader. Chapter 6, Weathering the Storm in Irsama, written by Hertz Mandage. Before we proceed to the class, we just quick recall the chapter. As you know, a superstorm happened in Irsama in Odisha state in 1999. A boy called Prashant sees nearly 2500 people in a pitiable condition in a storm shelter. As you know, this story is a true account of the divisions brought about in Odisha in 1999 by a super cyclone on 7th October 1999. That time Prashant, a young boy of 19, went to Irsama to his friend's house. And Irsama is a small town in coastal Odisha, which is 18 kilometers from his village. That time when the cyclone hit the coastal Odisha, Prashant was in Irsama. And the cyclone continued for 36 hours. It brought down all the houses and huge old trees. And Prashant had to spend 2 days in Irsama. He was worried about his family. Prashant and his friend's family had taken a refuge on the roof. And everywhere houses were broken. Dead animals and human bodies floated everywhere. Huge trees had fallen. And that time 2 coconut trees had fallen on the house of Prashant's friends. For a couple of a day, Prashant sat huddled on the rooftop with his friend's family. They were nearly frozen in cold wind. For cyclone, that time too much cold. And Prashant thought of his family. And he decided to go through his friend's family, asked him to stay back. But Prashant was worried about his family. So he got to strong stick. He then started on his 18-kilometer journey to his village. With the flooded water, Prashant waded through water on the way. He found 2 friends of his uncle. They were also returning home. And they had to push away many floating dead bodies of human beings and animals to move ahead. And there were hardly any houses left in the village that they passed. No houses left in that cyclone. Prashant wept, thinking that no one in his family would have survived, and he is in great tension. Finally, Prashant reached his village in Kalikuda. The roof was the only thing that was left of his house. That means only roof left. So he went to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family there. He saw his maternal grandmother there. It was a miracle for them to see Prashant alive. That time they had thought Prashant to be dead. Prashant's family was there, and Prashant decided to assess the damage and the danger waiting the survivor. All the houses of the village had been washed away. That time, Prashant organized a group of youth of his village. It pressurized the merchant to give them some rice. They had a fire and cooked the rice. However, the rice was rotting. His next step was to clean the place of filth, urine, and floating dead bodies. Now we continue the chapter. On the fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcel. It then did not return. The youth task force gathered empty utensil from the shelter. Then they deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the water around the shelter with these utensils of their stomach to communicate to the passing helicopter that they were hungry. The message got through, and after that the helicopter made regular round of the shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. Now here mobilized, what the meaning of here mobilized? That means caused them to work. Secured, that means got. Look after, that means take care. Orphaned, that means children whose parents die. Now, on the fifth day, after the super cyclone, now here you see the condition. What's the condition here? In this picture you can see. On fifth day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped food parcels. And it didn't return later, but they needed food. So the youth in the crowd gathered empty utensils. The children were made to lie in the sand with the utensils on their stomach to indicate to the passing helicopter. You see here in this picture it is showing that they need food, and the helicopter got the message and returned with food and the necessities for the crowd at the shelter. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them while the men secured food and material for the shelter. Persuaded means made to agree. Mobilize, that means cause to them to work. Now here a large number of children had been orphaned. Orphaned means children whose parents die due to the super cyclone. Prashant put them together under the polythene sheet, and the women in the shelter were deployed to look after the children, and the men arranged food for everyone. As the week passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that the women and the children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. He persuaded the women to start working in the food for work program started by an NGO. And for the children, he organized sports events. He himself moved to play cricket, and so he organized cricket matches for children. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and the children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. The initial government plan was to set up institution for orphans and widows. However, this step was successfully resisted as it was felt that in such institution children would grow up without love and widows would suffer from stigma and loneliness. Prashant Group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster families made up of childless widows and children without adult care. Look after means take care. Persuaded, that means made to agree. Initial, that means of the beginning. Resisted, that means opposed. Loneliness, that means being lonely. Resettled, that means made to live again. And fostered, that means taking care and bringing up. Now here, the sadness of the children and women in the shelter was growing with each passing day. That time Prashant requested to work in the NGO called Food for Work in order to keep the children busy. Prashant wants that the children were busy in any work. For that, he organized sports event for them. He took help of the other volunteers to help the widows and orphans to return to normal life. The government had proposed to set up the separate institution for widows and orphans. But this proposal was successfully rejected by Prashant. He felt that this separate institution would neither help the orphan children or nor would they be beneficial for the widows. That time these volunteers wanted to settle the orphan children and widows in foster families where they would get love and very most important thing, that is security. Love and security both are important for life. It is 6 months after the devastations of the super cyclone. This time Prashant wounded spirit has held it simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. His handsome youthful face is what the widow and orphan children of his village seek out most in their darkest hours of grief. Now devastation means run. Bothered about, that means take care. Seek out, that means search or try to find out. Darkest hour of grief, that means time of great grief. See, after the super cyclone, after 6 months of this disaster, Prashant has come out of his grief of losing his mother because he was encouraged in helping other, that he forgot his own pain, and all the widows and orphans looked up to him in this time, and he learned to come out of his gloom and smile. Now, what's the message here in this chapter? See here, this lesson conveys the message that when a natural calamity strikes, and the member of the community should help themselves, they should not be totally dependent upon the government to provide help. It also gives the message that the youth have a major role to play in organizing the community to help themselves. Youth should provide the leadership to solve the problem of the common people. That's important. In this lesson, we see the leadership provided by Prashant during the superstorm in Odisha village. We should specially concentrate our effort on women and children who form the most valuable section of the society. And what's the theme here? See, when the natural calamity like a storm take place, people are put to lot of suffering apart from the help of government provides, and the member of the community should also mobilize themselves to solve the problem itself. In this story, we see how a young boy, hardly 19 years old, takes the initiative and help the member of the community to stand on their feet. His leadership qualities are praised. Now, see, in this way, we had completed this chapter, Weathering the Storm in Irsama. I think you all understood this chapter. Thank you.